Now dance.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Two Comic Book Dudes. This is our New Year's Eve new comic haul show. Technically, not quite New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve Eve, but still December 30th, 2015. Our
New comic
last, New Comic Book Day. Our last New Comic Book Day for the year. Amazing. Hard to believe. I mean, we've been doing this a long time. So, not a long time. It just seems like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since we do this.
Number of months.
Yes. And we still only get 15 to 20 views on each show.
Hey.
Whatever.
TV shows, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. At this point, we would have been canceled 3 times over. So, especially if we were on Fox, we wouldn't even get a second season.
No.
All right. So this week, not quite as many books as usual. We always go through DC and Vertigo stuff first, and then all the independents, and then Image, and then Marvel, and just kind of break it out. You know, I always try to talk about the books that I get because I get so many. Give you kind of a storyline up to now and what to expect in this book. So, you know, maybe I talk too much. Whatever it is, it's driving you people away. Anyway, all right. So, yeah, it's okay. Just breathe. Okay. So we'll kick it off with DC this week. I've got actually 5 DC books, only 2 of which I'll read.
I got 4, and I'm going to read them all.
All right. Well, I'll start off because I know you don't have either of these 2. I've got Injustice Year 4, Annual Number 1, which has the bad guys bust out. So
nice.
It looks pretty cool. The annuals are always just kind of tack on stories with maybe like 1 or 2 tales in it, which are usually pretty good. Next year, the Year 5 will be kicking off pretty soon, and that's going
to be the final year.
Final year, right? Brian Bucciolato said that'll be the final year. So, been very good. I've really liked this. You know, I loved that it was a tie-in with the video game initially. I love the way the story has gone. It's pretty cool. So, we'll have to see how that last year runs and what happens. So.
Yep. All right, I got Batman Robin Eternal, issue number 13. This is the Mark of Cain. So we got some fun Cassandra Cain stuff going on.
Interesting.
They're doing a lot with her character and Harper Row. So we got Cassandra Cain, and then we got Bluebird. So we'll see what's going on. Because Harper Row was in line to be the next Robin.
Right.
You know, so they're playing that up. So we'll see what's happening. But we're halfway through issue 13. Only 13 more to go.
She was Bluebird or something, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she's Bluebird. What else?
She is Bluebird. No, Robin. That she was in line to be Robin.
Yeah. So, but now she's
yeah.
Bluebird. Yeah.
Was she wasn't Spoiler. That was somebody else, right?
No, that's Stephanie Brown.
Okay, and see,
she's also in this.
Okay, and that was the other thing. I thought it was kind of up in the air between the 2 of them who was going to be the new Robin.
Yeah, I think they just introduced Stephanie Brown back as Spoiler, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Okay. Well, I've got issue 6 of Harley Quinn and Power Girl, which has been just a weird story that took place in a little tiny space between frames in the regular Harley Quinn series.
Yeah.
They squeezed a 6-issue series out of it, and I believe this is the end. Yes, the end of the beginning, it says. So it's been pretty funny. It's kind of an outer space, adventure tale with Power Girl having no memory of who she was before, and Harley basically talking her into becoming her sidekick. And they have some interesting adventures on some weird planet with a bunch of perverts and whatever. I don't know. It's strange. Yeah, it's like some 70s sexploitation film. So,
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Next, I got Batman Europa, issue 3 of 4. This issue, we're going to Paris.
Cool.
So,
and that's pretty good quality. That's high stock, isn't it, for the paper and stuff? Yeah, definitely. I was surprised. A little higher price too.
Yeah, it's a $4.99 book, so it's a $5 book, but high quality. I mean, it is an all-out art book.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Cool.
it's great to look at, and we're already almost at the end, so they've just been pumping this one out. Issue 2 came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems to be a bi-weekly or something like that. So that's cool.
They're getting it out quick. So if anybody's looking for that, as fast as it's coming out and it's going to end, the trade will probably be out in a couple months anyway. So
I would think, yeah, that's cool. Well, so I got three of the black bag books, and I'm going to open those up.
I got 2.
And, okay. So we'll have to see what each of us got for the covers. So one that I got that you didn't get was Wonder Woman.
Yep.
So we'll see which one I got. I already slid them open. I didn't look and see what I got yet, so I'll be surprised. Hopefully they come out without any problem. Oh, looks like I got the full color.
Yeah.
Full color cover. So
yep. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and that is Amanda Connor doing that. Oh shoot, bag fell off. Help! I dropped my bag. That's Amanda Connor doing the art on that, so that's pretty cool. All right, let's see if I can get it back in the bag. That'll be the trick here. Yep. All right. Okay, and then you've got the other two that I have, right?
Yep.
Okay, and you've opened yours already.
I have.
You want to open them? I mean, you've opened them. You want to see what covers you got, and we'll compare.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay.
Well, I also have the regular covers too. So which one do you want to go with first?
Let's show the regular cover for Justice League.
All right, Justice League 47, Part 7 of the Dark Side War.
Cool.
So this is really cool. We got the oh crap! Not that Crime Syndicate. They're on here.
Okay.
I remember
cool. Yeah, in the background. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah.
And so we have pregnant Superwoman from that universe. So we'll see what's going on. She's probably getting close to pop. So
cool. All right. Okay. So for my cover, come on. I knew I was going to have a problem with this. Was the one I cut like a little bit sideways. So for this one, I have the pencil cover.
Yeah, you do.
Sketch cover, which I really like that one. Yep. The full color cover is awesome too, but I like the pencil cover. Those are the ones I really like.
Nice.
I love the detail on that.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. All right. And the last one,
we have the Flash. And here's our regular cover of the Flash.
It's pretty cool. Is that Reverse Flash? Oh, that's Zoom.
Yeah, or it could be Reverse Flash. They're all in this series. But Van Jensen, Robert Venditti, Brett Booth been on this book now for like 17 issues, 18 issues. Solid run that DC's got going on with them.
Cool. All right, let's see. So, see which one I got. I got the full color cover.
And I got the sketch, or not the sketch, but the ink cover.
Full color's pretty cool. It's Terry and Rachel Dodson did it, so I really like their art.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. And I like the pen. You got the inked cover, it looks like.
Yeah, the ink cover.
That's cool.
Yep.
I'll have to go back and pick one up because I would definitely like a pencil cover of this one. So, but that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Right. Hey, 3 books I don't have to read that I can just put right in a bag and a board and in my box.
Missing out, man.
All right. Now, I have to draw the line somewhere. Okay, so we move on to indie books. Let's see if this is the last one of this. IDW, I have 1 book from them this week. And nope, still to be continued. Walt Simonson's Ragnarok. And This has been a pretty interesting story. It's set in the far future. Thor here is, basically like deteriorating, and somehow he gets revived, and now he's trying to find out what happened. It's basically after Ragnarok has happened, and he's trying to hunt down, what's going on. So it's pretty interesting. It's some good art, typical Walt Simonson art. And it's been really a great story so far. So, yep. From Dark Horse this month, The Paybacks #4, which this has been a lot of fun. Here's a van that's bigger on the inside. It's basically their headquarters in there. They are the repo man of the superhero, supervillain world. So if you can't make your payments on your layer, they come and repo it.
Nice.
And then if you find that you're in debt and you can't repay, you work for them until you pay off your debt.
Oh, okay. So you have the option of becoming one of the paybacks.
No, not an option. If you get repoed, you have to work for them until you pay off your debt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, all right, I've got a couple books from Boom. Let's see about this one, if this is last issue. Nope, to be continued again. All right, Arcadia number 7 is out this week. This is a cool series. It's kind of a sci-fi-ish. They figured out ways to download people's minds into a computer. So they've created Arcadia, which is this server farm that houses all of the minds of the dead people, of people who died over the last however many years.
Right.
And so then there's humans still alive on Earth who are basically just working to provide resources to keep this server farm running. So it's interesting because there's politics back and forth between the real world and Arcadia, manipulation happening, but they're trying to steal more resources and take over things, and it's pretty cool. And then Philip Kennedy Johnson's story, Last Sons of America. This is issue 2, should be 2 of 4. And it's pretty interesting. Everybody in the United States is sterile. And so these guys go out to other countries and they basically recruit families to sell off their kids so that they can bring the kids back to America to be raised by American families and, hopefully propagate the species through that in America. So it's very interesting. The first issue was really cool because this guy is like down on his quota. The one kid they did get, the parents decided, no, we want to keep him. And they're like, oh, whatever. So they go back to the room and the guy's like, I got to go for a walk. He goes for a walk. He meets this girl in this alley and the girl doesn't speak any English. So he says something about whatever. And she starts spouting Star Wars lines. And then he's saying Star Wars lines back to her and they're both laughing and everything. And then he knocks her out, gives her an injection, knocks her out, throws her in the trunk. Well, then these guys come looking for the girl, and it turns out the girl is the daughter of like this big drug kingpin, warlord, mob boss guy. Yes.
Well, of course she is.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. So it's an interesting story. We'll have to see how it plays out. So.
Cool.
All right. A couple of books from Dynamite, actually 3, one of which I already read because I really wanted to see how it played out. James Bond Varger number 3. This is Warren Ellis, and it's been pretty good. Very interesting James Bond story. Kind of doesn't really fit in like the movie continuity or anything, but it's definitely a James Bond story. It's cool. Pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, those covers, I've seen those covers. The covers look cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Garth Ennis, Train Called Love. This is number 4, I believe. Yeah, just the weirdest book I've ever read. It's crazy and all over the place, but there's multiple stories and they all kind of tie together somehow. But I mean, there's a little bit of everything in this book.
Nice,
including horse porn. And Aliens Vampirella, this is Dark Horse Dynamite crossover, issue 5, next to the last issue. This has got a great cover on it. I really like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Vampirella and the Queen duke it out. Yep. And so this leads into the finale. So next issue is the finale. But they've awoken one of the vampires on Mars, like the last vampire, and he's helping them out. But of course, he also wants to eat the humans. So not much. But this book kind of takes care of that problem. So Archie Jughead number 3 came out this week. Chip Zdarsky's book. Pretty good. I actually had a little Facebook conversation with Chip Zdarsky this week about Star Wars, and it was funny. But anyway, So this has been a good series. Really like it. It's been very interesting. So I like the relaunches. I think they're probably. I was thinking about relaunches, and we're getting ready to put together our year-end review show. And I was thinking about relaunches, but then I was also thinking maybe we talk as opposed to like corporate relaunches. But Archie has been really the biggest corporate relaunch that we've seen, and they've done such a great job with it.
Yeah.
It's just been very well put together. So, a couple books from Image. I have 3 today. First one, I'm still really digging this story. As Eric Larson and Todd McFarlane work together on Spawn, we're on 259 now.
No, I didn't know Eric Larson was working on it too.
Yeah, he started in last issue or issue before.
Cool.
And this is the beginning of the battle with Satan, basically. Spawn's tromping into hell, and he's basically wiping everybody out until he gets to Satan and gets his wife's soul back. So it's pretty cool. Ringside, number 2, out this week. And this is Joe Keating. Really like this book. The first issue was very, very good. It's a retired wrestler, and kind of he had been over in Japan training wrestlers, and then he comes back to the United States to deal with some issues. And he's definitely dealing with them. As of last issue, he was beat to crap by the end of this book, but it's pretty good. And then Black Magic, number 3, Greg Rucka's book. It's interesting. You got a police detective who's also a witch, and so she does some magic, and there's something's going on because in the very first book, she was called down to a hostage situation where this guy knew her, and he actually knew her secret name, and then he lit himself on fire. And so now she's trying to figure out what's going on and why these people know her and who's trying to kill her or trying to expose her or whatever. So it's been good. All right, down to Marvel. I've got, I know you didn't get this. So Figment 2, number 4. Excellent book. This is really cool. You can see the former Dream Finder, now the Doubt Finder.
Mm-hmm.
There on the front, as doubt has taken over him, and he's basically evil. And then the new Dream Finder here on the left side, and Figment there with her. So we'll see what happens as she confronts the Doubt Finder in this issue. So pretty cool. But nice. Jim Zub's writing this. If you guys got a chance to watch our Jim Zub interview, it was really cool to talk with him.
Yeah, he was really cool. Really cool. First one I got. We'll just kind of do these because I don't know.
That's fine.
Squadron Supreme, issue number 2. And that is Hyperion holding Namor's severed head.
Awesome.
So if you didn't, there's the big spoiler for Squadron Supreme number 1. Namor gets his head ripped off. So
is it really Namor, though?
That they say it is. It's not a life metal decoy or anything like that.
And it's the Namor. Like, there's not 40 Namors running around.
And it's comics, so who knows?
I know.
I'm sure he'll come back at some point.
Well, seeing as he was a major Fantastic Four villain initially,
yep, and
then a friend of the Fantastic Four, whatever, all the way through, maybe this is like their, haha, Fox, here.
Right, now he said too. Just killing everybody off.
Yep.
Associated with the Fantastic Four, except the Thing and Human Torch. We're going to keep those guys in some Inhuman books. And
right. Yep.
I don't know. All right, what you got?
Okay, I've got Chewbacca number 5, the finale of that series for Star Wars. It's been an interesting little mini series. This series is due to be over. But this has got is it Jerry Dugan, who does Deadpool stuff. So It's been funny. It's been good. Yeah, it is what it is. I have 2 more books, and that's it.
I have 4 more Marvel, plus some back issues, so a few.
Okay, well, go ahead.
All right. Did you get Deadpool and Cable?
I did. I got the variant.
Oh, I like that one. I didn't even see that one.
It's the I'm with Stupid variant. Yeah.
That's cool.
I like that one.
Now, see, the only thing, I just wonder when this book takes place. I'm pulling a continuity question because Cable that just showed up in Uncanny Avengers doesn't have a beard.
Right.
So,
but this is old Cable?
Yeah. But Cable's always old. So it's like this is old Cable.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to read because it's
like old man Cable.
I mean, Deadpool's married, There's his wife, right? Sacrificing the goat.
So maybe this is just a complete out of continuity story.
Who
But
knows?
I would assume there's time travel. So
Yeah, well, with Cable, there's always time travel.
all right.
All right, go ahead with the next one because I only got one more book.
All new Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
It's Tom
That's all
Taylor.
my books.
Tom Taylor.
Yeah. I've liked it. I think it's been a good series so far. I was really very hesitant to pick it up in the first place, and then I went back and I'm like, okay, I'll pick up number 1, and then I said, oh, okay, add this to my pull, and then for some reason, issue 2 was like gone, non-existent, and I know there was a stack like this at our shop when it came in, so I don't know where they went. But yeah, I did.
You feel about that cover?
No, I did finally get. They ordered me a copy, and I got it. And then I got number 3 in my pull today. So,
all right. So
we'll see.
Just kind of quickly, there was an issue today with comic books. A lot of publishers, for some reason, somehow, books that are supposed to come out next week on the 6th were shipped to to stores and everything last night.
Interesting.
So there's and most all the publishers were like, whatever, go ahead and put them on the rack, sell them today. That's fine. Marvel was the only one that had an issue with that. And they didn't really want their books pushed out. And it was like 6 books, 5 or 6 titles. I actually, I do our comic book list each week on the website. And so I had these books on my list. And so I'm like, hey, where are these books? They're on the list. They should come out today. And so they told me the story. But because I'm good buddies and I'm in there all the time, they went ahead and gave me the books that I would normally get.
Oh, cool.
For next week.
Well, I wondered because there's some stuff in my pull that I was like, well, I don't remember seeing that on the list originally when we were going down it the other day.
Yeah.
So weird. Okay.
So I got Spider-Man 2099 number 5.
Okay.
And Amazing Spider-Man number 6.
Okay.
Boom.
And I'll get both of those next week.
And then, because it was a smaller week for me, like I didn't get any independents or anything like that, I wanted to pick up some back issues, and I really, really dug the Black Knight series that's just come out from Marvel. Yeah. So I went back and I picked up a couple old Avengers books. So I got Avengers 225.
Okay.
A Return of Black Knight after a while. Thought it was
cool.
I just thought the cover was cool, and it was pretty cheap. And then along with that, I got 226. So
that's cool.
What that story is about. Maybe if if it's a 3-parter, maybe go back and get 227.
That's cool. I always like going back through back issues and finding stuff like that that's cool stories or whatever, and trying to put pieces together.
Right, and that's my thing is I've found I'll do it more. Like, because stories, I've got a lot of the older stories that I kind of want, at this point, whether by trade or single issues or whatever. So now I'll go back and look for certain characters that I'm like, I like this character. I wonder what they've done with him,
Yeah. Well, a lot of the talk turns to grails and what's your grail book, and all that. And a lot of times I just don't have, a book that I would be like, oh, if I could just get my hands on that. Because if I had a copy of Action Comics number 1, I would just sell it. If I had a copy of Amazing Fantasy 15, I would just sell it. So it doesn't matter, those kinds of things. I would never just be like, oh, I'm so glad I got it. I just put it on eBay. Yeah, it
would be gone.
Yeah, but there are things like I'd love to have the original Wolverine miniseries. The 4-issue miniseries. I'd love to have that. There's some other older stuff that I'd like to get a hold of. I'd like to finish out my Wolverine run for the first full series because I have almost every issue. I think I'm missing like 20 issues, and most of them are after issue 100, so they're easier to get. Okay. But it's
you
just
gotta take the time to find them.
Right. Yeah, sometimes when they have back issue sales and stuff, I'll go through, like, Witchblade was another one, because Witchblade just ended. So I'm like, oh, well, then I could go back and fill in my Witchblade stuff.
Can't hear you. It appears we have lost air and sound.
Am I back now?
Yep, you're back now.
Okay, I hit a button. Sorry.
Oh,
Um, the stupid buttons.
we've missed your Witchblade conversation.
Okay, so anyway, my Witchblade series starts in like, I start with like 10s and 20s, but then most of the stuff's like 30, 40, 50. And then I have a break where I pick up in like the late 90s and I go through 90 and early 100s. And then I take a break again and I start over in like the 30s. And then I finish out the series through 80, whatever. Yeah. So I have like the last chunk of it, but I want to go back and fill in those gaps because I love the story and all the artifact stuff. You know, everything that Top Cow's done with the artifacts and that whole universe has been really cool. Oh, yeah. So I'd love to go back and fill in some of those gaps, but there's nothing I can say, you know, if I just had that one comic. Nah. So what about you?
I hear you. I mean, of course I would love like Daredevil #1.
Yeah.
It would be amazing. But no, there's not any one certain book that I'm just like, oh, if I had that, everything would be magical and I'd be completely happy and I'd be done collecting. That would be it. No. Because there's always another story you hear about, or there's always another character that you start to like. So there's always another book you want to start, you know, getting back issues on or collecting or things like that. Yeah. That's the problem with comic books is there's no end. There's
right.
No end.
Not so far. You never know. Eventually it'll all just be streamed in our heads and they won't print them anymore. And then, because it'll be illegal eventually to print on paper because of the trees.
Exactly. You know, feelings, and they're talking to us now.
Yep.
We can hear them in our heads.
All right, everybody. Well, be sure to share, like, subscribe, please. We thrive on that stuff, and we don't get nearly enough likes, shares, and subscribes. So, if you could please leave comments about books that maybe you picked up this week or that you're looking to pick up, maybe something you saw us talk about that you're like, oh, that's really cool, I can't wait to get it, or something that you saw us talk about and you're like, oh, that's crap, why do you even read that book? So any of that stuff, we appreciate it.
Let us know what we're not reading that we should be reading, like what's out there that you think is amazing and we need to pick up, talk about.
Yep, and we do respond to comments, so definitely put something in there. Starting next year, we will have some more giveaways, even if I have to just go buy some extra comics and give them away. I still have 2 here that we've never actually been able to give away. And so, you know, definitely want to do that. And you have a little stack too, don't you, Justin?
I've got a lot I can give away.
Okay, so
we can make bundles, but we got to have at least 10 comments. Yep. So if we get 10 comments on this video, somebody's getting some comics. That's how easy it is. Yep. Leave a comment.
Yep, and then people do win. I mean, we've given away, what have we given away this year? Oh, gosh. We gave away...
books, toys, that poster thing.
Yep, the movies. And I still have some of those movies, so I can definitely send one of those somebody's way. But yeah, we gave away the Halo block, the Halo Goshawk block set.
Yep.
We gave away the...
Walking Dead poster set.
Yep, the Walking Dead poster set. We gave away... Silicon Valley Season 1 on Blu-ray, several of those. We gave away some limited special edition comics that were
we did.
Xenoscope, one of the retailer incentive covers, very cool. We had some other ones. What other ones did we have?
I can't remember. We've done so many videos.
I think we had some gold Valiant books and some others. I was hardcover hardcovers. That was those were heavy duty.
Those are awesome.
I've got some other stuff closer to like the Ninja Turtles release next year. I've got a big Ninja Turtles book that we'll do a giveaway on. Some other stuff like that. So stay tuned. Tell your friends.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. And stay tuned. Next year will be a big year for us.
That's right.
Lots of changes coming to the site and hopefully to our show as well.
So have a good one, everybody.
Thanks. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.